feeling very good. Georgia won the toss. They elected to defer as we are underway with clean, old-fashioned hate. Here's Haynes as Jamal Haynes takes it ahead for 3 yards. Michael Williams, and all of a sudden getting loose is Haynes, wrapping around that right side. Williams thought he had him. King goes underneath, able to connect, and the first man misses Malik Rutherford, who darts ahead to move the chain.
Where's the
King. Out of the backfield is Jamal Haynes. But enough pursuit from the Bulldogs to corral him. C.J. Allen. And he's able to put it through. We're down in 3. That incomplete through the hands of Arian Smith.
And that's been the problem all season long.
And now the offense he coaches on their second drive. Haynes, King, downfield, wide open and complete. And it's Rutherford again out to midfield. 2nd and 5. Alexander off right tackle. Alexander keeps his balance for another Georgia Tech first down.
Really nice job by the right side that time.
6'3", 220, a big runner. 3rd and 1, he's going to take it straight ahead, and let's see will they mark it, because the interior of the defensive line of Georgia was stout, and I think he's going to be about a football length short. Looked like the year. Haynes. I don't know that he got it. He is torn down and ripped back. Raylan Wilson and the rest of the Dogs with a turnover on downs.
It was Nazir Stackhouse inside.
At running back, 3rd and 4. Beck with time, and he gets it complete to Dylan Bell for a first down.
That's a nice job by Dylan Bell, making a catch in traffic. In at corner now, their starter Warren Burrell, who's missed the last 2 games, is out, and now you got the injury to Shelley.
Here's Phillips on the carry, past midfield, so you got a thinned out defensive backfield. Second and 5. Beck, play action, gonna take a strike to the end zone, and it's beyond the intended target, London Humphreys. 3rd and 5. Jones is going to be 3 yards short of that line to gain as Micaiah Scott came up with the tackle. Percent conversion on 4th down. 4th down and 3 for Carson Beck and the Dogs. And an easy pitch and catch to Dylan Bell. First down, Georgia. 2nd down. They go with Smith, and Smith lunges ahead towards the sticks.
These wide receiver screens.
Arian Smith. 3rd and 1. Nate Frazier struggling to get to that. They're going to mark him at the line of scrimmage.
Well, what a...
Frazier, 4th and 1. He tries to reach for it, and they're marking him short. The Georgia Tech defense with Kyle Eifert surging ahead to make the tackle. As Haynes, King, and the Yellow Jackets back out there. Jamal Haynes patiently looking for something. Now reverses course, picks up a block from the quarterback, Haynes King. Haynes King sealed it as Jamal Haynes reversed course.
When you get to the right area.
Well, we got to push it in the end zone. I mean, we got 3rd and 1 right there. Got 2 downs, and we don't get the first. So we got to get adjustments made, get our plan together, and we got to blow it up and get the yard.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Haynes King, the healthiest he's been since early October, as he's going to run the ball here, and Haynes King will go ahead for 8 yards. And Jesse, Georgia Tech starting their drive. First play of the first game was
good decisions very, very quickly in these zone read checks.
2nd and 2, run pass option as he dives ahead. It's another first down, Georgia Tech.
And so when you make those good decisions, like on that right there, TV trying to make a statement.
2nd and 6. King gets it out quickly, gets it complete. Singleton, first down Tech.
And a really nice job of anticipating a throw that time.
Jesse Palmer, Katie George with you. A 3rd down and 4. Haynes King with time to the end zone. Incomplete. Threw it a little bit behind Eric Singleton.
Well, I think Haynes King felt Smile Monday.
Aiden Burr. Off the upright. Off the upright. They come away empty. And Jesse, during the commercial break.
Sophomore at left tackle.
See, George is just 1 of 4 on 3rd down conversions. Back with pressure. Straight ahead, and he is sacked. They get to him. He is brought down on a critical 3rd down by Clayton Powell-Lee.
There is pressure. It's definitely one of those guys that gets better as the game goes on.
He was playing scout team, and he was playing slot receiver, and then all of a sudden he bursts on the scene with a 1,000-yard season. This is complete past midfield to Chase Lane.
And Georgia Tech now again back inside Georgia's 30-yard line.
That was awkward as Haynes King makes the most of it. In fact, he gets 10 yards on that. Jalen Walker finally tracks him down.
Yeah,
he had 3 sacks against Texas. 3rd down and 8. They bring the pressure straight up the middle. It is complete. It is a first down, and it's 1st and goal because of big Jackson Hawes.
Great job by Jackson Hawes, the Yale transfer, selling like he's going to block. All of a sudden, safety start blitzing, and he's able to sneak in behind him on this check down throw. This is a beautiful design by Buster Faulkner, baiting Georgia to blitz.
First and goal. King into the end zone. Sting him.
We talked about the decision making of Haynes King and these zone reads and how this is a big part of the offense.
Championship game spot already locked up for Georgia, but you win this one and it takes the pressure off. 3rd down and 9. Beck. That is complete for a first down. Benjamin Jurasik.
Remember, they're going to get the ball first in the second half.
First down after the 19-yard completion. Beck with time, goes with a shallow cross. Again, the tight end Jurasik, who fights his way ahead for 9 yards.
And they're getting it.
2nd and 1. Receiver screen. Love it. And that's a first down. Ball came out at the end there. The ball came out at the end there, and it's a fumble recovery. Georgia Tech. Jackson Hamilton was quick to get on it, and it's a turnover. And with 3 minutes to go, Tech's got the ball again.
What a play. Saeed Gibbs, 16. You see him right there. He tries to slip the block. He's able to catch up, knock the ball loose with his left arm.
And Jesse, look who came into the game there. That's Warren Burrell, who was dealing with the injury, but they're so thinned out that he was out there on the field. Defense. Georgia Tech with a 10-zip lead, facing 3rd and 10 against number 7 Georgia. And King gets it complete again past midfield. This is Chase Lane, first down, Yellow Jackets. Earlier tonight. 3rd down and 1. It's Haynes King getting loose. Haynes King still on his feet and striding out of bounds. It's first down, Georgia Tech. 2nd and 8, under a minute till halftime. Haynes King with time, comes shallow to Singleton. Singleton inside the 5-yard line. Georgia Tech's in business.
Well, that was...
King. Pressured, stays alive. Jamal Haynes reaching and getting it. My, oh my, what a play. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Phenomenal effort that time by Jamal Haynes out in the flat. Georgia fans left stunned by what they're seeing here.
Timeouts, and they manage their way down, and with half a minute before halftime, all of a sudden, fiery, pesky. There's a three-man pressure here. They drop 8, so they go underneath with Robinson. Robinson will have the first down as they try to manage these final 18 seconds. To unranked Georgia Tech. Beck, final seconds, so he just gets it to the outside to Lawson Lucky. Only 5 seconds remaining as Georgia Tech, you see them playing way off and deep. There it is, quick to the outside, and is that 1 second remaining? Yes, Lawson Lucky with the reception. That never had a chance. And for the first time since 2019, Georgia has been shut out in a first half of a game.
3 ACC teams to get in if Clemson's able to beat South Carolina tomorrow.
Clemson or Miami against SMU for the ACC championship. Downfield incomplete. Dominic Lovett had a chance.
And then
3rd down and 4. Beck trying to find an option. Georgia Tech defense swarming, and it's incomplete. It was short of Arian Smith. Here's King. Incomplete. Georgia defense does their job.
Malachi Starks
On to punt for the first time tonight as Anthony Evans is back deep for Georgia. And Georgia able to recover it. Here's the reverse, and it's Arian Smith. And he's got a lot of room in front. Arian Smith lowers the shoulder and is down near the 20-yard line. Chunk play, Dogs, 30 yards.
Well, it's the toss to Cash Jones this way that gets all of this fast flow from Georgia Tech going the backside. And then they bring the reverse with Arian Smith. And how about Xavier Truss? 6'7", 320-pound right tackle. Look at big fella, 73. Just out there in space trying to get a block.
Here's a 3rd down and 8. Goes shallow, and Cash Jones will cash in. 1st down, Georgia. Frazier inside the 5, driving towards that goal line and only marked just short.
And
Robinson is the tailback in the I formation. Play action off of it to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Oscar Delp.
And that's a great wrinkle by Mike Bobo.
As they finally get on the scoreboard. Beck swinging it around to Lovett, and Lovett is denied.
And again, the atmosphere is going to be unbelievable.
Of course, the winner will play Georgia in the SEC champ. That's a live ball, so Singleton forced to field it. And the kickoff coverage by Georgia was right on top of him. Here's King from the end zone, a strike, and look at this as Isaiah Canyon gives Georgia Tech plenty of breathing room and more.
Well, Georgia's expecting runs, so when this play fake happens, everybody plays downhill. The slant comes in right behind it. It's another really good decision on an RPO by Haynes King. And
2nd and 3, he gets it to Rutherford, and Rutherford will dart ahead for that line to gain.
Yeah,
First
really,
down.
really impressive.
3rd and 4. Here's King, and he's got the first down. This has been one gutsy effort from Haynes King.
And another great.
They're 6 of 10 tonight. 3rd down and 11. King pressured. He's going to try to run it himself. Kept his balance. Look at this, getting extra yardage. It'll be 4th down and 2.
Putting him to make the right decision. If he doesn't hand it off, going and get it himself.
4th down and 3. Can he get there? Yes. Haynes King does it again. Chain mover.
That time they're faking the pitch to Jamal Haynes.
2nd and 8. King hooks up with the big tight end. Another 1st down. Jackson Hawes.
A really nice job of Hawes that time. He's running a stick route. He's in
favor of the Yellow Jackets. 2nd and 9. King's going to run again. He gets loose. He spins free. And it's 1st and goal. Haynes King.
That going in. He does a great job of the quarterback run game. He's really physical.
Thank you.
Thank you.
3rd and goal. Here he is, Haynes King, who Kirby was just raving about. This is the start of the 4th quarter. On for the short attempt. Remember, he had a short attempt that went off the upright earlier. And he puts this through, but even a little bit of drama there. 14-point deficit for the number 7 team in the country. Nate Frazier with a good 1st down run for Georgia. Off of their shoulders with a win here tonight. Now can they rally? Beck going to have to check down to Frazier as Frazier goes ahead and gets the extra yardage for a 1st down.
Man, you can see why this guy was rated as the number 3 running back coming out of high school.
3rd down and 8. Georgia Tech showing A-gap pressure, and they come with it. Beck on 3rd and 8, checks down to Delp. Delp, 1st down, Bulldogs.
Well, it's a big blitz. It's less per game giving up rushing. It's phenomenal.
2nd down, Beck. Gets it complete in stride. It's love it.
And that was a good job of getting through the progressions very, very quickly. He
1st down run. Frazier gets loose. And Frazier is going to put Georgia in position for a 1st and goal.
Jared Wilson in this area. They got some dependable bodies.
3rd and goal. Beck pumps. Back of the end zone. Incomplete. Arian Smith had it for a moment. And then all of a sudden, the ball went out the back of the end zone.
Well, that's the 2nd big drop of the game for Arian Smith.
9 minutes to play. 4th and goal. Pressure on Beck. That is incomplete. A flag is down. We will check on it as Oscar Delp was the intended target. Omar Daniels had coverage. We will check on the flag.
Well, we talked about the tight end group.
Pass interference. Defense, number 21. The foul took place in the end zone. Ball placed on the 2-yard line. 1st down.
I love that play call by Mike Bobo. Going to your athletic tight end and Delp. He's coming in motion. He's running a slant right in front of the Kansas State transfer, Daniels. And too much contact.
Quick to the line, 2nd and goal. Frazier straight ahead. Touchdown, Georgia.
Great surge up front by Georgia in the left guard.
7-point margin. As Woodrum puts it through.
Get off the field and get it back to Carson Beck.
Here's Jamal Haynes. And that's a good start on 1st down, and the flag comes in at the end with the tackle you just saw.
It's going to be one.
Personal foul. Horse collar. Defense, number 2. 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run. Automatic. 1st down.
And the deal is right now, if you're Georgia, there's 0 mystery.
7. King drives the ball complete. It's Eric Singleton busting loose. What a big play for Georgia Tech.
Well, they brought Singleton in motion again.
Have to pull within 7. 2nd and 5. King to run it with a big block straight ahead. Corey Robinson, the left tackle, paved the way for the gutsy Haynes King.
Well, it was Fusel at left guard. Talent. They have dominated them in the trenches.
The extra point by Aidenburg is up and good.
Ranked ACC opponents. And this would be probably the biggest win he's had, maybe even bigger than the one against Miami. His first 2 full seasons as head coach.
Well, considering the rivalry, Roderick Robinson takes it ahead, and he's out to the 46. And one
leader and playmaker. And Haynes King has been unbelievable tonight.
There's a completion as he gets it to Lawson Lucky. So we're under 5 minutes to play. Georgia looking to quick strike it here.
Of his career.
And a gutsy, courageous effort as well. Second down. Beck. Here's Cash Jones out of the backfield. Makes a move to the inside. He will have a first down for Georgia. Line. Clock counting down. 2nd and 4. Beck to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Dominic Lovett. They're not done yet.
And that is an unbelievable throw into a tiny, tiny window. Carson Beck fit this football in between 4 different Georgia Tech defenders.
We'll have all 3 timeouts, as well as the 2-minute timeout to deal with managing the final moments of this game. Can the Dogs find a little defense late? 2nd and 13. Haynes King to pass. And that goes to Janah.
It's ridiculous. I feel like every big down and distance to
Tech convert. King on his own. Where are they going to mark this? His forward progress looks like he got it. Georgia comes away with the football. Georgia comes away with the football, and they got it. Dan Jackson has the football.
Dan Jackson hit Haynes King. The ball was on the ground. On the ball. Watch this.
How did this happen?
Ball comes out. Dan Jackson makes the hit. Watch it come out and just lay on the ground. Number 78 to the left, Stackhouse. He doesn't even see it there. It was Chaz Chambliss getting up off the ground that spotted it and jumped on it. Haynes King has been so good all game long.
Beck with a man in his face. Incomplete. Looking for Lovett, and the flag reigns in. Attack.
Man.
Pass interference. Defense, number 16. First down.
You see the fighting in the back end, just way too much contact. Still a catch Levitt could have made, but they throw the flag. And I want to give Carson Beck a lot of credit.
3rd down and 9. Beck looking to extend the play. He's going to run for it. Can he get there? Diving effort right at the end, right at that line to gain. Pushed out by Thomas Gore. Beck to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They're an extra point away. Dominic Lovett.
Fantastic play call by Mike Bobo here. They're working a pick play outside on a quick wheel.
Just a spectacular, gritty comeback by the Dogs. Gonna go shallow underneath the chase lane. Lane's got some yardage here. Remember, 2 timeouts, 25 seconds. 3rd down and 13 seconds. They bring pressure again. They go shallow underneath the Singleton. Singleton turns the corner, and with 7 seconds remaining, he steps out just shy of the 45-yard line for an upset win in it. 4th and 1. 7 seconds remain. Ball was batted. Batted away, and now 4 seconds remain, and Georgia will take over.
Wow, C.J. Allen knocks that ball down.
They're lining up 3 defensive backs along the goal line for what will be a miracle heave from Carson Beck. Ball is stripped out. That was Scott Biggers caving in on Carson Beck. And that is the end of regulation in what has been a wildly entertaining fourth quarter.
We go to a third, alternating possession, whoever wins at that. Any questions? You're the visiting team. What's it? Again, head, tail. What is your call?
Heads.
Heads is the call.
Heads is the call. Heads is the call.
It is heads.
On defense.
They want defense. Which way you want to go? Okay. Georgia will go this way. Georgia Tech will play defense.
He's a huge weapon here.
Third down and 5, first overtime. Carson Beck with time. He goes underneath to him, and Cash Jones is able to haul it in for a first down, Georgia.
There showing Carson Beck its zone coverage.
Looks his way, pumps. Now to the end zone, and into the end zone is Humphreys. Touchdown, Dogs. Peyton Woodring, the extra point. Georgia's first lead of the game. King able to get it to his tight end, Hawes, as he muscles ahead for a gain of 9 yards. Haynes King, quarterback run. Off left tackle, and he spins ahead for a first down for Georgia Tech.
Well, you got to like your chances that.
Haynes King to pass. And they've got it! Eric Singleton touchdown!
Well, they worked a little bit of a pick play. Jackson Hawes out, a tight end, trying to run a seam route up. He's to do that, both running and catching the football.
To tie the game, Aiden Burr. And we will head to a second overtime. Rutherford now in the backfield, the wide receiver playing running back. As they fake it, and Rutherford's thought about throwing it, now he runs it inside the 10. Ball came out at the end. As he is marked down at the 1 yard line, he recovered his own fumble. Haynes King is going to get in. Georgia Tech retakes the lead here in the second overtime. And remember, they must go for 2. King, ball is batted and incomplete. Second overtime now, offensive possession, Georgia. Carson Beck to pass. Late pressure, lofts it, and into the end zone is Cash Jones. Touchdown, Cash Jones. And now a 2-point attempt to victory. And the seniors who have never lost a home game, will they complete the rally and the comeback? Incomplete. We're going to a third overtime. 2-point attempts, starting with Georgia. From the 3-yard line, Carson Beck. Pocket collapsing, throws it to the end zone, and it is incomplete. Georgia Tech for the win. Can King find it? No! We are going to a fourth overtime.
It was Singleton running the corner route.
Haynes King. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jackson Hawes, the tight end, and a flag is down back at the 11-yard line.
There is no foul for roughing the passer. The try is incomplete.
It was Michael Williams that came in from the right-hand side coverage. You got Cash Jones again out of the backfield.
Beck to win the game, extending the play Flag is down as he is taken down inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be, I think, Xavier Truss at right tackle.
Holding, offense number 73. That penalty's declined. Try is no good.
To the near side for Carson back. 5th overtime. 2-point conversion attempt. Edge pressure. They pick it up, and they get the 2-pointer with Dylan Bell. To tie the game and 6 overtimes. They do it! Malik Rutherford.
This is a slow developing play. Rutherford coming all the way over from the right-hand side, and Haynes King's got to hold on to this thing.
Haynes King, pressure up the middle on King, and they get him! They get him! It was Dan Jackson! He had the play of the game with the forced fumble, and now the sack in the 6th overtime.
It's the safety blitz, and it's right guard Keelan Rutledge that decides to help out his right tackle here, and that opens up a huge crease right up the middle of the field for Dan Jackson. What a game he has had.
Lost a game here at home. For the win. Oh my, Arian Smith drops it.
That's the second big drop by Arian Smith in this game. He just lost concentration. Dylan Bell goes up. Clayton Powell-Lee goes up. Dylan Bell actually tipped it.
It was tipped by Bell.
You can't put that on Arian
No, you
Smith.
can't.
I think Dylan Bell thought that was intended for him.
All-time classic. 7th overtime. Straight ahead and trying to fight for it, but Beck was denied.
Well, they've been trying to throw for it without any success, so now they go on the ground with the quarterback run.
Zip line.
Total confusion by Georgia.
King to the end zone for the win. No! Smile Munden with coverage on Jackson Hawes.
Wow, and Brent Key's going to want pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense. Probably plays at the 1-yard line. We'll try.
So they'll put the ball on the 1-yard line now, and that'll be for the win.
Yeah, here's Hawes lined up here. Here's Munden. And this is one-on-one, and he's trying to communicate to everybody, get lined up against this crazy, weird formation. But right there, it was the left arm around the left shoulder.
If they get this. King going to try to get it himself, and he is denied by C.J. Allen. Stonewalled him.
Chaz Chambliss absolutely blew this play up.
In the SEC championship game.
I think Kirby Smart's going to let this one go. No timeout.
He lets it go. Haynes King being chased. Haynes King desperate to the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for Singleton. Georgia's going to have a chance to win it.
And there's another blitz. Kirby Smart heating it up. C.J. Allen coming right through the A-gap
to make the college football playoff. Frazier straight ahead and straight in. Oh, it's great in 8. Georgia wins it. And now a 31-game home winning streak. And a senior class that has never lost at home. They were down 17-0 and fought all the way back, past the limit. 8 overtimes. The Dogs are going to be dancing. They're in the college football playoff.